Guys, real talk, Mr. Lemma, with a quick one. As you can see in the description, stop trying to coerce women when you first meet them. And what do I mean about, you know, coercing women when you first meet them? It's simple as this. If you are the one who is trying to push sexual encounters with a woman and you are getting pushback, so you have to continue to push, that's you coercing her. It's simple as that. In my definition, coercion. Because you don't need to do that if a woman is into you. Yeah. You don't need to try to seduce her in any form of way. Because she's already dripping. She wants you. It's not a case where you are trying to make her want you. That's not the case. The case is she already wants you. So there's no need to persuade, there's no need to seduce in order to build up some form of attraction, sexual attraction, specifically. There's no need. The moment you have to do that, medium to low interest, she's not into you. And you don't need to waste your time there, because that's more time, that's more energy that you have to, invest. So you have to understand yourself in the first place and understand how women react to you. And the best experience is experience. You have to go out there. You have to keep on talking to multiple women so you can pick up the patterns, because all of this is patterns. And when you can pick up the patterns, you can smell the bullshit from a mile away. So you don't have to waste your time. No matter how bad she is, no matter how you thought there was some form of connection, it comes down to the bottom line. What do I want? What do I want? I always come down to that. But the moment you start, you pedestalize a woman, and she now making you jump through a bunch of hoops, she making you wait, she making you, walk on eggshells and all of that. She's not interested. But you have to have experience to even have that knowledge. You know, because a lot of guys nowadays, because of the scarcity mindset, right? Guys don't talk to a lot of women in the first place. So they tend to spend a lot of time on one woman. So the first woman a guy get, most of the time, the average guy, the first woman he gets, he's trying to lock her down into a relationship ASAP. That's why people get into relationships in the first week, in the first month, even a few days. People just jump into relationship because, whether the woman said she wanted to be in a relationship, whether the guy, because of his scarcity mindset, he jumps into a relationship because he wants to lock that woman down, whichever. So because of that mindset now, guys tend to spend time on women who aren't even interested in them in the first place. So a lot of guys, they will tend to wear women down. Yeah, guys talking about they've been trying to get a woman for 2, 3 years, 5 years. One woman, so many years, and that's the only woman he's been pursuing. All of these bad dates videos you see on the internet, where the guy takes the woman out on a date and he's expecting to get sex and he still doesn't get any sex after feeding her, you know. And you hear the woman say a lot of the times, "Oh, you've been asking me on a bunch of dates how many times? Over 100 times you've been asking me on a date, and I finally said yes." Right? So guys who don't have game tend to do that shit. They tend to make that mistake, and think that that's how it's supposed to be. So because that becomes their normal. You know, a lot of guys are used to that. That's a norm. Whereas when things get easy, it's like skeptical. It's like, no, it's not supposed to be this easy. And that shows how you view yourself. That shows your self-esteem level. That shows how that shows your experience. Because if you are the man, if you are the guy, if you are the type of person who go for what he wants and get what he wants, you will know that this is a normal, just as if that those other guys normal is trying to beg and brought off one piece of pussy. So it's a case where it's a two different worlds, two different realities, and that because that's the normal. You don't look at it anyway. When a woman, you meet her on the first day and she wants you, she starts to rub on your pants, she starts to put her legs on on your body and all of that, rub on you, kiss on you, looking at you, telling you that she wants you and all of that. If you're not hearing and experiencing these things with women, she's not into you. It's just point blank. So if you have to be, taking her on a bunch of dates, if you have to be trying, to make her even kiss you and all of that, it's a waste of time. On to the next one. On to the next one. That's how you get to what you want. Because I'm sure if you want to buy a pair of Jordans, you go to the Nike down the road, they don't have it, I'm sure you're going to go to a next store. And if the next store doesn't have it, I'm sure you're going to go to a next store. Or if the next store doesn't have it, you might try buying it online. If someone online doesn't have it, you might go in on the marketplace, on the black market, depending on how bad you want it. But the fact is, the first store didn't stop you from getting what you want. It's that simple. So when you apply that logic to women, it's the same thing. It's easier. You cut out a lot of time wasters. You cut out a lot of negative experiences. You cut out a lot of undeserving women who doesn't deserve your time or your energy in the first place. You cut out a lot of the bullshit. But you have to learn game in order to, experience that. Because you have to improve yourself. You have to become the wise man. But guys, I'm not gonna be here for too long. I have to check out of this place and hit the road. I have a long day. But I'll be back again with more real talk, with Mr. Lima. Take care of yourself, guys. Stay safe. Peace.